Now for the National Weather Service marine forecast for the Chesapeake Bay from Sandy Point to North Beach. Rest of today, northwest winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming southwest late. Waves 1 foot or less. Tonight, southwest winds 5 to 10 knots. Waves 1 foot. Thanksgiving Day, southwest winds 5 to 10 knots. Waves 1 foot. Thursday night, southwest winds 10 to 15 knots. Waves 1 foot. Friday, northwest winds 15 to 20 knots. Waves 3 feet. Now for the National Weather Service marine forecast for the tidal Potomac from Key Bridge to Smith Point. Rest of today, west winds 5 knots. Waves less than 1 foot. Tonight, southwest winds 5 to 10 knots. Waves 1 foot. Thanksgiving Day, southwest winds 5 to 10 knots. Waves 1 foot. Thursday night, southwest winds 5 to 10 knots. Waves 1 foot. Friday, northwest winds 15 to 20 knots. Waves 2 to 3 feet. The Northern Virginia mountain forecast for elevations above 2,000 feet including the Skyline Drive. Rest of today, sunny. Highs in the mid-40s. Tonight, partly cloudy in the evening, then becoming mostly clear. Lows in the lower 30s. Temperatures steady or slowly rising after midnight. Thanksgiving Day, mostly sunny. Highs in the mid-50s. Thursday night, mostly cloudy. A chance of showers. Lows in the mid-30s. Friday, mostly clear. Highs in the upper 30s. Saturday, partly cloudy. Lows in the lower 20s. Highs in the lower 40s. Sunday, mostly cloudy. Lows in the upper 20s. Highs in the mid-40s. This is the NOAA Weather Radio All-Hazard Station KHP 36, broadcasting from the National Weather Service Office in Sterling, Virginia, and transmitting on a frequency of 162.550 MHz from an antenna located in Manassas, Virginia. Gale watch remains in effect from Friday morning through Friday afternoon. Northwest winds 10 to 20 knots with gusts up to 35 knots and waves 2 to 4 feet possible. The areas affected include tidal Potomac River from Key Bridge to Smith Point, Virginia, and Chesapeake Bay and adjoining estuaries north of Smith Point, Virginia. The hazardous weather conditions are expected from Friday morning through Friday afternoon. Impacts. Strong winds can cause hazardous waves which could capsize or damage vessels and reduce visibility. Mariners should consider altering plans to avoid possible hazardous conditions. Remain in port, seek safe harbor, alter course, and or secure the vessel for severe wind and waves. The 11 a.m. observation in Washington. At Reagan National Airport, sunny skies. The temperature was 45 degrees Fahrenheit, or 7 degrees Celsius. Dew point 20. Humidity was 36%. Winds were northwest at 10 miles an hour and the barometric pressure was 30.45 inches or 1,031.1 millibars, and falling. Now for some observations from the surrounding area. At BWI Airport, sunny skies. Temperature 45. Winds north at 5 miles an hour. At Charlottesville, fair skies. 44. At Dulles Airport, sunny. Temperature 43 degrees. Winds west at 3 miles an hour. At Fredericksburg, fair. Temperature 44. At Martinsburg, fair skies. 39. Wind south at 5 miles an hour. At Norfolk, fair. Temperature 44 degrees. At Ocean City, fair skies. It was 45 degrees. At Pawtuxet River Naval Air Station, fair. Temperature 45. At Quantico, fair skies. Temperature 44. Wind south at 7 miles an hour. For Richmond, fair skies. It was 44. At Roanoke, fair. Temperature 41 degrees. At Winchester, fair. Temperature 37. At New York, fair skies. 39. At Philadelphia, fair skies. 43. At Raleigh, fair skies. 45. Now for a few observations on the waters. At Washington Channel, the wind was northwest at 7 knots, and the water temperature was 47 degrees. At Piney Point, the wind was northwest at 7 knots. At Thomas Point, the wind was north at 5 knots, and the water temperature was 50 degrees. Dry conditions were experienced Tuesday and are expected to continue through Thursday morning. As a result, river levels are expected to remain stationary. The forecast for the Rappahannock River at Remington for 8 a.m. Thursday is 3.5 and for 8 a.m. Friday is 3.5. The forecast for the Rapidan River near Culpeper for 8 a.m. Thursday is 1.3 and for 8 a.m. Friday is 1.3. The forecast for the North Branch Potomac River at Cumberland for 8 a.m. Thursday is 2.8 and for 8 a.m. Friday is 2.8. The forecast for the South Branch Potomac River at Petersburg for 8 a.m. Thursday is 3.9 and for 8 a.m. Friday is 4.0. The forecast for the South Branch Potomac River at Springfield for 8 a.m. Thursday is 1.6 and for 8 a.m. Friday is 1.6. The forecast for the Potomac River at Paw Paw for 8 a.m. Thursday is 4.4 and for 8 a.m. Friday is 4.4. The forecast for the Potomac River at Hancock for 8 a.m. Thursday is 3.5 and for 8 a.m. Friday is 3.5. The forecast for the Potomac River at Shepherdstown for 8 a.m. Thursday is 2.4 and for 8 a.m. Friday is 2.4. The forecast for the Potomac River at Harper's Ferry for 8 a.m. Thursday is 1.8 and for 8 a.m. Friday is 1.7. The forecast for the Shenandoah River at Millville for 8 a.m. Thursday is 2.5 and for 8 a.m. Friday is 2.5. The forecast for the Potomac River at Point of Rocks for 8 a.m. Thursday is 1.9 and for 8 a.m. Friday is 1.8. The forecast for the Potomac River at Edwards Ferry for 8 a.m. Thursday is 4.0 and for 8 a.m. Friday is 3.8. The forecast for the Potomac River at Little Falls for 8 a.m. This is a test of the All Hazards NOAA Weather Radio Warning device. During potentially dangerous weather situations, specially built weather radios will be automatically activated to warn of the impending hazards. Tests of these radios and the warning alarm system will be conducted by the National Weather Service every Wednesday between 11 a.m. and noon. If there is a threat of severe weather, the test will be postponed to the next available good weather day. Reception of this broadcast and the warning alarm will vary at any given location. This variability, normally more noticeable at greater distances from the transmitter, will occur even though you are using a good quality receiver in perfect working order. To provide the most consistent warning service possible, the warning alarm will only be activated for warnings in selected watches affecting the listening area. The 11 a.m. observation in Washington.